slept at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the night, and then wake up at 6 o'clock, somehow pushing yourself. I hope that is not the case with you. If it is, then 100% it's a problem. Huh? There, everyone, can we get started? Yes. All right, perfect.
Yes, sir.
So let's see. Mostly we might be wrapping up this chapter called incorporation. We'll see. We are not in a rush. Let's get started with today's session. Surprisingly, the number is very low. All right. So irrespective, let's get started now. Let me know the screen is visible. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes.
Let's quickly revise whatever we have discussed so far, and then we begin with today's session. So we went on to understand what is the whole concept of promoter. All right. We saw what do you mean by the types of companies that we have understood so far. The companies can be under section 3, subsection 1. Screen visible to everyone, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. All right. So section 2 clause 69 we've already discussed. Then we went on to understand what are the types of companies. It can be public company, private company, or OPC. Not sure how many of you remember. Subscribers to the memorandum comes in here, section 3 subsection 1. Then we saw what is the concept of OPC. We went on to understand how the OPC concept works. We saw the whole discussion revolving around nominee. How do you convert a company, whether it is possible or not? Then we saw the whole concept of private company, types of companies, limited by share, limited by guarantee, and unlimited company. What is a private company? How do you calculate RLP? Then we saw the concept of calculation of 200. We went on to understand public company as a concept. We saw small company as a concept. When do you call it as a small company? There is an update, there is an amendment here. We understood the concept of subsidiary under section 2 clause 87. We saw the concept of associate company. We have solved a couple of numericals here. Then we went on to understand section 3A, what will happen in case if you don't have the minimum requirement. Section 4 talks about memorandum. All right. Then we saw what exactly are the ingredients of memorandum. No class is the mnemonic. All right. We went on to understand how do you go about with articles of association. Very important that you have to remember is entrenchment of articles of association. Formats of AOA and MOA. Where do you get these formats is covered here. Section 6 says that your resolution, contracts, agreements cannot be overriding the Companies Act. If it overrides, then it will be considered as void. We went on to understand the whole concept of incorporation. We saw what will happen the moment you are registered. Section 10 says that MOA is going to bind the company with an outsider and bind the members with the company. We saw section 10A, the moment you've got the certificate of incorporation does not mean that you will go ahead and commence your business. You cannot until and unless you give a declaration. We went on to understand what is the registered clause or what is your registered office, whether it is mandatory or not, and when should I have the registered office. Can I change my registered office? Answer is yes. We saw the concept of labeling of companies. How does the labeling of company works? If my name has changed compared to the previous years, then I will have to go ahead and disclose the previous name or formerly known name for 2 years. We went on to understand, or rather we are going to start today's session on alteration of MOA and AOA. Clear, everyone? Yes. Can I begin?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll need a little energy here. Perfect. So, MOA has 6 clauses. Name clause, object clause, capital clause, liability clause, association clause, situation clause. Now, what are we talking about? If I want to go ahead and make any changes in these clauses, Santosh, in case if I want to go ahead and make any changes in the name clause, object clause, capital clause, liability clause, association clause, situation clause, how do I make the changes is what we are going to discuss now. Note, 4 out of 5 attempts, questions are from here. So those of you are sleeping, wake up. Those of you are awake, please be fully awake and not daydream. Insist you to keep your cameras on and 200% focus. 4 out of 5 attempts, questions are on changes of MOA. Can I begin, everyone? All right. Brilliant. When it comes to changes in MOA, please note one thing which is going to be standard across all the changes. is going to be special resolution. So what is special resolution, sir? As of now, just understand, special resolution means out of 100 members, let's suppose I have 100 members in my company. 3/4 of the company's members should agree that they are okay with this change. 3 types of resolutions are there: ordinary resolution, special resolution, unanimous resolution. Now, what is ordinary resolution? More than 50% if they agree, it's okay. What is special resolution? More than 75% of members should agree, only then it is okay. What is unanimous resolution? All the members have to agree, only then it is okay. Have you come across any example of unanimous resolution?
Yes, sir.
Where have you come across?
In entrenchment of
Brilliant. Brilliant. Entrenchment of articles of association. If you remember, we've seen for a private company, the entrenchment is possible only with a unanimous resolution. While for a public company, it was special resolution. Clear so far? Everyone understood? All right, 3 types of resolution. Now let's go ahead and change the names. Grofers wanted to change their names from Grofers to Blinkit. How did they do it? By altering their name clause in the MOA. Clear, everyone? All right. So let's begin with the topic. 100% focus. Sit straight. Sit straight. Let's begin. It's an important topic. I repeat, from examination perspective. Those of you who are sleeping, please wake up. Name clause. If you want to alter your name, then you have to go ahead and pass a resolution which is going to be special resolution, and you will have to take central government approval when you want to change the name of your company. Everyone there? All right. So company, why? Because think carefully, yeah? It's not about only changing the name. You might end up playing with companies together. Till yesterday, people were looking for Grofers. Suddenly, Grofers has become Blinkit. People don't even know that Blinkit is nothing but Grofers. And suppose you have to make payments to them, they will keep searching Grofers, which does not exist anymore. Are you with me, everyone? Understanding the point? All right. So therefore, law says whenever you want to go ahead and make any such alteration, I need a special resolution and central government approval is mandatory. If a public company is converting itself into private company or private company into public company, then should I take central government approval and should I pass a special resolution? Didn't understand the question itself. Sit straight. Let's suppose earlier it was Suhas Limited. Now he realized that being a public company, I have a lot of stress. I want to convert my public company into private company. So what will happen the moment he converts his public company into private company? It can't be Suhas Limited anymore. It will be Suhas Private Limited. Correct, everyone? Now for this, is this also a change in name? Yes, this is also change in name. Till yesterday, you were Suhas Limited. Now you are Suhas Private Limited. Do I need a special resolution? Do I need a central government approval? Ideally, yes. But I am saying don't take any such approvals. Why? Because when you're converting a public company into private company or private company into public company, anyway, you have a detailed stepwise plan which is available, which we will see later on as a part of your syllabus itself. In that itself, all the approvals are covered. You don't have to separately take any approval just for changing your name. Sleepy?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. All right. So what are we talking about? In case if I want to convert a public company into private company into public company, I don't need to take any special approvals for name change. Why? Because I would have already taken all the approvals that were necessary. This is on changing or conversion of company. So if I have to go ahead, public company into private company or private into public company, what kind of changes comes into picture? Let's quickly look at it. If a private company is converting into public company, hold, everyone. If a private company is converting itself into public company, what will happen? You will have to remove the word private in your name. Correct? So remove the name private if you're converting a private to public. If you're converting public to private, add the word private. Central government approval is required, but no separate approval you will be getting only for adding or deleting the word private. Why? Because anyway, you have a detailed procedure for conversion. In that itself, you would have taken all the powers, all the approvals. So you don't have to separately take any approval for adding the word private or deleting the word private. Clear? Everyone understood the point? Dhriti. The next point is focus. The
Yes,
next
sir.
point is central government. Do you think Mr. Modi is jobless? He is going to sit and give you approval. Pavna wants to convert her company. She'll go to Prime Minister. Central government, right? Losses control. In this situation, they have better things to do. So they have given the power to the registrar of companies. Clear? So your daddy is going to allow you to change your name or not. This is about your name clause. Crystal clear with the concept, everyone? Understood the concept of name clause alteration? Yes. Next, let's go ahead with object clause. Those of you who are sleeping till now, it's okay. Now you wake up. I was in the business of, let's suppose I was selling, say, saris. Simple, everyone. All right. I was selling saris. Now, suddenly I realized that by selling, looking at you guys, I don't think anybody is going to wear saris. All right. Maybe twice a year, thrice a year. Those are the only occasions where you would really consider wearing saris. Guys are getting excited. I don't know why. Now, in this whole situation, I realized that I cannot continue manufacturing, or rather selling saris. So I've gone into the business of AI. AI is the need of hour. Everybody knows. Everyone agrees? Now, in my object clause, I had never mentioned artificial intelligence as one of the business that I will carry out. Now, can I do artificial intelligence business without altering my object clause? Understanding the question? I
Yes.
repeat, I'm in the business of saris. All right. From sari business, I want to get into the business of AI. When I check my articles, when I check my memorandum of association, this AI is not there in the MOA. First question, can I still go ahead and carry on this business?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Why
No,
no?
sir.
Why no?
It's not there in object clause.
So what happens? I will still go ahead and carry out. What will happen?
Doctrine of ultra. It will become
Brilliant,
sentence.
Tanya. Doctrine of ultrawires will come into picture. You cannot go ahead and carry on this business of artificial intelligence because doctrine of ultrawires comes into picture, and doctrine of ultrawire says do not override your MOA. If your MOA does not give you the permission, you cannot do this business. Nagratna there. All right. Now the concern is, sir, then what should I do? If I want to do this business, what should I do? Law says introduce this, add this to your object clause. Understanding, everyone? All right. Add this to your object clause, and thereafter you can continue your business. Now, how to add? I've already told you. Whenever you want to make any changes in your MOA, special resolution is going to come into picture. Crystal clear? Understood the concept? Read one of the questions.
Vintage security equipment
Read.
limited.
Old. Read.
November 2019 RTP, Vintage Security Equipments Limited is a manufacturer of CCTV cameras. It has raised rupees 100 crores through public issue of its equity shares for starting one more unit of CCTV cameras manufacturing. It has utilized 10 crore rupees and then it realized that its existing business has no potential for expansion because government has reduced customs duty on import of CCTV camera. Hence, imported cameras from China are cheaper than its own manufacturing. Now, it wants to utilize remaining amount in mobile app development business by adding a new object in its memorandum of association. Does the Companies Act 2013 allow such change of subject? If not, then what advice will you give the company? If yes, then
This
give
is
steps to be followed.
this is coming from an RTP. It's an important question. This has been asked several times. Same question has been asked several times in examination. Same question. I will give you 30 seconds. Think. and answer. Raise your hands once you're ready. Make an attempt, make mistakes. Please keep your cameras on. Keep your cameras on. Go ahead. I'll give you 30 seconds. Think and answer. Let's see how many of you can crack this. Once you're ready, raise your hands. This question has been asked for 5 marks, by the way. Not a single person yet. For the sake of everybody's clarity, I will read this question. Now listen to me. November 2019 RTP. All right. This is an RTP question which has been repetitive. Listen to me very carefully, Mansa. Vintage Securities Equipment Limited is in manufacturing of CCTV cameras. What's all? There. Focus, focus,
Yes, sir.
focus. It has raised 100 crores through a public issue of equity shares for starting one more unit of CCTV manufacturer. It has utilized out of this 100 crores, 10 crores has been utilized, and then it realized that this business has no potential for whatever reason. Now it wants to utilize the remaining amount in mobile app development by adding a new object in its memorandum of association. Comment if this is allowed.
Allowed, sir.
Raise your hands once you're ready. Raise your hand. Allowed?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. Others? Go ahead, Mansa. Pavna, Kirtana, Tanushree. Guys in the
Sir,
session don't have an answer at all. What? All the girls have raised their hands.
So can
Go ahead.
100 crores are raised before the changes in object loss, so maybe we cannot use it for.
I'll come back to
We
you.
can change the object loss.
I can change the object loss.
Yeah, we can change the object loss, but I think the amount is raised before the changes in object loss, so.
So completely contradicting answer. Mufida says, sir, not 100% allowed. There's no problem at all. All right. Manasa says, not allowed. Let us see what our other friends have to say. Go ahead. Next.
It can change by passing special resolution.
So same, you're adding to what Mufida is saying. Pass a special resolution, central government approval if required, and go ahead and do it. Central government approval will not come in object change. It is name change where you have central government approval requirement. Next. Others.
Sir, it can change, but only after shareholders approve it. If they are not
So, which is
agreeing,
a special resolution, right? Shareholders approval, you will get it in the special resolution. Great. Next. Nagaratna. That's it. Others, do you want to add anything? Feel free. Nothing at all, sir. Now, I'll give you an example. You all think petroleum business is going to do well now? Yes, there's a dearth. There is absolute shortage of petroleum. All right. Even if I sell it at the price of gold, people will buy it. Do you agree? Yes. That is the current situation. So I will go ahead. I will make a public offer. I will raise money from you guys, clearly mentioning that petrol business is what we are going to do. You guys have given your money, thinking that petrol is very good. I've raised the money for the purpose of petroleum. Everyone with me so far? Then I have gone ahead, Preetham, and I've decided Who will do petrol business and all? Let's suppose my wife likes to wear sari. Let's get into the manufacturing of sari. I don't know why am I so obsessed with saris. As of now, for the purpose of discussion, I'm taking this. All right. So now I want to go ahead and change the objective itself. I've raised 100 crores from you telling that we'll do petroleum business. Now I want to do sari business. Tell me, what will you do? Your money I have raised. Will you be okay with it? I will pass a special resolution. I will change the object clause. I will do all that. But will you be okay with it? Answer.
No, sir.
Moment your money is involved, no, you will not go wrong. Look at it. The moment I said that it is your money that I'm raising, you are very clear that I will not allow. Now you don't want to pass special resolution. Now you can't go ahead and pass insert the objective and all of that. Now suddenly what happened? Did you understand the problem? Everyone here? All right. Why? Because your money is involved, no? So you will not go wrong here. You're right. If I have raised any money from public, listen to me very carefully. If I have raised any money from public for utilizing it for a particular purpose, and whatever unutilized money is there, I cannot change the object for which I have raised it unless a special resolution is passed and something else also needs to be done.
MGT 40.
I'll come to it. All right. I'll come to it, Tanya. That's the point. All right. What are we talking about, sir? If I have raised money from public by issuing prospectus, what is prospectus? Inviting public to subscribe to my securities. All right. So if I have done that, and once I have done that, I cannot change the objective for the unutilized amount. I have that 90 crores. Do you remember? All right. In the previous example, out of 100 crores, 10 crores is what I have spent. I still have 90 crores. All right, Prithvi. So what will I do now? Can I go ahead and use this unutilized amount for anything else? Law says, wait, you cannot use it for anything else other than until and unless special resolution is passed. Your members should be okay with it. And wait, and additionally, there is one more point. You have to put it in the newspaper justifying why do you want to change the purpose for which you have raised the money. Asha, I had raised it for petrol. Now suddenly, why do I want to get into sari business? I have to justify that in a newspaper. Which newspaper? One in English and one in vernacular language. What is vernacular? Local language. Local language. All right. Next. Let's suppose out of 500 people, 450 people have agreed. So have I got a special resolution? 75% done? Yes. I have got the special resolution. Now, how about those 50 people? Are you understanding? Brilliant. Now comes the most important point here. These 50 people who are not agreeing are called dissenting shareholders. What do you mean by the word dissent? They are not agreeing. Assent means they are agreeing. Dissent means they are not agreeing. So to these dissenting shareholders, I have to give them exit offer. What is the meaning of the word exit offer? Now you are not agreeing. I want to carry on sari business. 450 people have agreed. You 50 people are not agreeing. It's your problem now. I will not waste my time. I will still carry on the business of sari. Now, what will I do about you? I will call you dissenting shareholders and ask you to leave. Now, will you leave? Let's suppose you are in that 50. Will you leave? Answer is yes, you will leave, provided you get your money back. Simple as that. All right. Because you have given money to the company, you want your money back. Now, you've given 1 crore. Will you want only 1 crore? Will you agree for only 1 crore? You will ask for some extra amount, right? So that is called exit offer. Crystal clear with the concept, everyone? Everybody understood? Let's quickly run through this entire point once again. If I have raised money from public by issuing a prospectus. That money is called public offer. I've raised the money from the public. I have to use it for XYZ purpose. Now, suddenly I realize that I don't want to do it for that XYZ purpose and I have that unutilized amount with me. I want to use it for something else. Can I do so? Law says you can do so provided special resolution is passed. You put it in the newspaper and give a justification. Why do you want to do it? Very, very important. Whoever is not agreeing, ask them to leave. And for leaving, they are called dissenting shareholders. You have to give them an exit offer. This is in a situation where you've raised money and you want to use the unutilized amount for something else. Clear? Write down a question now. Quick. XYZ Private Limited. Quick. XYZ Private Limited has raised 10 crores from public for the purpose of
It cannot raise.
previous batch students. Hold on. XYZ Private Limited has raised the money from public 10 crores for the purpose of camera manufacturing. Right. Quick. Everybody has to write, has raised the money for camera manufacturing. Full stop. The company thereafter wants to utilize the unutilized amount for the purpose of saree manufacturing. The company wants to utilize the unutilized amount for saree manufacturing. The company is ready to give a dissenting shareholders an exit offer. The company is ready to give the dissenting shareholders an exit offer. Comment. So what is your answer going to be here? Simple. All right. Go ahead, pass a special resolution. Dissenting shareholders can go ahead and carry out their exit offers and be done with it. Clear, everyone? Understood the point? Yes.
No, sir.
What no?
Sir, private limited.
Wait. Those of you who agree, raise your hands. I am simple. All right. It's a special resolution. I will pass the special resolution and close it. Those of you who agree, raise your hands. Those of you who agree, raise your hands. Not a single person is agreeing, or what? Are you guys so smart, or am I missing out something here? Not a single person is agreeing. Open your eyes and ears. Circle the word private limited. The entire question is nonsense. Now, Kirtana smartly didn't write the question itself. All right. Now, the point is, you should have written first thing. Second thing is RLT. Prohibition from inviting public to subscribe to your securities. A private limited can't even do this. So in the question itself is wrong. Now, listen to me very carefully. In one of the attempts, they did this blunder in the CA mock exams. Listen to me very carefully, everyone. They did this blunder. Fortunately, our students were smart enough. They've gone and written that this is not possible. The question is wrong. Please don't write such questions, such points in examination and come back home thinking that the question is wrong. You don't decide whether the question is wrong. You just decide whether your answer is yes or no. You don't decide whether the question is right or wrong. Are you understanding, everyone? All right. I remember one of the students has come back and told me, sir, I've written the question is not right at all. You don't examine the question quality. You just say yes or no, whether it is allowed or not. Did you guys understand? Everyone? Crystal clear. For those of you who didn't understand, circle the word. What is the name of the company?
XYZ private.
XYZ private limited.
The word private limited is critical there. Private limited cannot go to public and raise money. Simple as that. Everyone understood the point? Crystal clear with so far what we have discussed. Please note this topic has been asked 4 out of 5 times. Again, this is also a very, very critical topic. Let's go ahead and look at the question now. Read the question entirely and you are going to give the answer. Quick.
November 2019 RTP, Vintage Security Equipments Limited is a manufacturer of CCTV cameras. It has raised rupees 100 crores through public issue of its equity shares for starting one more unit of CCTV camera manufacturing. It has utilized 10 crore rupees and then it realized that its existing business has no potential for expansion because government has reduced custom duty on import of CCTV cameras. Hence, imported cameras from China are cheaper than its own manufacturing. Now, it wants to utilize remaining amount in mobile app development business by adding a new object in its memorandum of association. Does the Companies Act 2013 allow such change of object? If not, then what advice will you give the company? If yes, then give steps to be followed.
Perfect. Everyone understood what we are talking about? Crystal clear. Will you be able to answer this question if it comes up? Special resolution required. Second thing, dissenting shareholders have to be given an exit offer. Third thing, in the newspaper, one in English and one in vernacular language, you will have to give your justification. Why do you want to change the objective now? Clear, everyone? Yes. Who's the first man who landed on moon?
Neil Armstrong.
Remember this, huh? Let's go ahead with the next point. All right. Is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Liability clause. If you want to change the liability clause of your company, I'm a company limited by shares. I want to go ahead and become a company limited by guarantee. Is it allowed? Answer is yes. This is also allowed with a special resolution. Nothing I funda. It's a simple thing. All right. Do you know? Have you heard of Amway? Have you heard of Amway? No. Surprising.
Yes, sir.
How come you've not heard of Amway? This is a company. What is it into?
They are into different products, sir, like from cosmetics, from
Brilliant.
all FMCG products.
Brilliant. All right. It's a company which is primarily into cosmetics. Now, Amway is a company limited by guarantee. Are you understanding? I'm giving you examples. All right. How to remember the concept better. Now, company is limited by share. I want to change it into company limited by guarantee. Law says no problem. Pass a special resolution. You can change your liability clause. All right. Next, if I want to change my capital clause, again, nothing high funda. What am I changing? I'm changing the authorized capital. Earlier it was 1 lakh rupee. Now I want to make it 10 lakh rupees. Can I do so? Answer is yes. Pass a special resolution and you can alter your capital clause also. Subscription clause, if I want to go ahead and alter, it's simple. You can go ahead, pass a special resolution and you will done with the alteration of the subscription clause as well. So if you understand thoroughly, all right, all the changes in the MOA, whenever I'm making, I just have to pass a special resolution and I can alter the entire no class there. Clear, everyone? Understood so far? Yes. So whenever I want to alter the name clause, I pass a special resolution, central government approval. Object clause, special resolution required. However, if you raise the money from public for the purpose of a particular project, and if you're not utilizing it, special resolution, newspaper article, exit offer to the dissenting shareholders. Next, if you want to change the liability clause, go ahead, pass a special resolution. If you want to go ahead and change your capital clause, you can go ahead and change your authorized capital by passing a special resolution. Subscription clause, whenever you want to alter, you can go ahead and pass a special resolution. You will be done with that as well. Crystal clear? Hold on, everyone. Crystal clear with the concept, everyone? Subscription clause also, a special resolution will be altering your subscription clause. Crystal clear with the concept?
Subscription clause cannot be altered.
Who landed on moon for the first time?
Neil Armstrong.
For your father, who landed on the moon for the first time? When I would have asked this question to your dad, what would his answer be?
Neil Armstrong.
To your kids, if I'm asking, let's suppose if the same energy and if God's grace, if things goes well, and if I'm teaching the same chapter to your kids and asking the same question, who was the first person who landed on moon? What will his answer be or her answer be?
Neil Armstrong.
Your answer is the same across all the three generations. You say Neil Armstrong. Your dad says Neil Armstrong. Your kid says Neil Armstrong because the first person cannot change. Therefore, those of you who were nodding your head, Aparna, Can subscription clause be altered? It is as good as saying, I will change the first person who landed on moon. Can I change that? Can I change that? So can I change the subscription clause? 100% no. Subscription clause cannot be altered. Think logically, how can you change the answer? Who landed on moon for the first time? Today Neil Armstrong, tomorrow me. It is that kind of answer you'll end up giving if I allow you to alter the subscription clause. Are you understanding, everyone? Yes. Why? Because what is subscription clause? Subscription clause is only alteration of, or rather subscription clause is the first shareholders of the company. Can the first shareholders of the company change? Today you might have lakhs of shareholders. I don't care. But what is subscription clause? Subscription clause are the first shareholders of the company which cannot change. Triti, there. Focus, focus,
Yes,
focus,
sir.
focus. Everyone, crystal clear with the concept. Can subscription clause be altered? Answer is no. Subscription clause cannot be altered. So far, what all clauses have we seen? Name clause done. Object clause done. Liability clause done. Yes. Capital clause done. Association clause done. Situation clause has to be done now. Now we go ahead with the situation clause. What is the situation clause, sir? My registered office changes. In my MOA, if you remember, sit straight, everyone. In my MOA, if you remember, what am I mentioning? Which is the state in which my company's registered office is situated? Do you agree? Do you agree? I am not giving the address of my company. I am just saying the state in which my company is situated. Do you agree? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's suppose my address, my company's registered office is in MG Road in Bangalore. All right, those of you from Bangalore, you should know. Those of you not from Bangalore, don't bother. There's an area called MG Road. Now, I want to change this from MG Road and go towards, say, Outer Ring Road. All right, I want to go ahead and change my registered office. Now, there are 4 possibilities of change in registered office. Sit straight. If you don't pay attention, you will not understand this concept. If I want to alter my registered office, there are 4 alternatives. First one, I can go ahead and change my office within the same city from one area to another area. Is that okay? That is okay. That is merely changing your within the same state you are, but you're not going ahead outside the state. You're within the same state itself, but from one area to another area. Second, I want to change my registered office from one city to another city. Till yesterday, I was in Bangalore looking at Bangalore traffic. I want to go to Mysore. Simple. Everyone with me? All right. So that becomes change in registered office from one city to another city. Third one, I don't want to be in Karnataka at all. For whatever good, bad reason, I want to go ahead and put my office in some small place where nobody is going to come. Say, let's suppose I want to go ahead and have my registered office in Andaman Nicobar. Everyone there? All right. Beautiful place, huh? Andaman is. Now, coming back to the point, if you want to change your state, if you want to change your office from one state to another state, this becomes my third alternative. The fourth alternative is where I want to change my daddy. That is called change in the ROC. From one ROC, I'm going to another ROC. We will discuss all the 4. Sit straight now. If I am changing from within the city itself, I'm changing from one area to another area. Pavna, now what should I do in that case? Do I need a special resolution? Will there be a change in my MOA? Answer.
No, sir.
No, sir.
You'll have to
No.
answer, guys. All right. This is a very peculiar batch. For the first time, I'm seeing girls are active and guys are all sleeping. All right. I don't know how come. I need some energy. Everyone there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Now, in this case, if I'm changing my registered office within the city, Do I need to alter my MOA? Yes or no?
No.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No confusion at all. Certainly, you will not have to alter your MOA. So what should I do, sir, in case if I want to go ahead and do this? Don't pass. You don't need members' approval in this situation. Just go ahead, pass a board resolution. No alteration in MOA. Clear, everyone? Now, what is board resolution, sir? Board resolution means don't go to the members and ask this. What nonsense? Why do you want to trouble the members? You board of directors itself decide and change your office. Big deal. From one place to another place within the city, if you're doing, I have no problem at all. Clear, everyone? Understood the point? First thing. Second point. Now pay attention, Nandini. Second point. From one city to another city, I'm moving. If I'm moving from Bangalore to Mysore, in this case, what should I do? Do I have to alter my MOA?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No,
Why
sir.
no?
Within the same state.
state.
It's within the same state. I am just moving it from one city to another city, but within the same state. So what should I do, Santosh? In this case, special resolution will still come, but MOA need not be altered. Now, see the difference between the first and the second one. If I'm moving within the same city, board resolution is sufficient. If I'm moving from one city to another city, special resolution is required. Clear, everyone? Understood the point? The third point is when I'm moving from one state to another state. Open your eyes. Special resolution, central government approval, alteration of my MOA will come into picture. Why? Because my state clause will change here. And the last one, a fresh certificate of incorporation will be given. Understanding? If I'm moving from Karnataka to, let's suppose Maharashtra, I am moving from one state to another state. Now, in this case, what does the law say? If you're moving from one state to another state, pass a special resolution. Central government approval will come into picture. Your MOA has to be altered. But very, very critical, you will also get a fresh certificate of incorporation. Why? The certificate of incorporation earlier, which was given to you, was given by the daddy of Karnataka. Now, the certificate of incorporation which will be given will be by the daddy of Maharashtra. What do I mean by daddy? I'm talking about the registrar of companies. Clear, everyone? Crystal clear with the concept, everyone? Now we
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead with the next topic. From one daddy to another daddy. What does this mean, sir? Now, sit straight. Sit straight. I am not changing my office anywhere. I am not going anywhere, but I'm just altering my registered office from one place to another. Sit straight and listen to me. Earlier, it was coming under Mr. X as the ROC. Now I want to change it to Mr. Y as the ROC. Prithvi, focus, 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 focus. Everyone on screen. When does this happen? There are states in which there are two registrars, two daddies for the entire state. Everyone there? All right. So every state usually has one ROC. Example, if you see, Karnataka has one in Bangalore. Hyderabad has, or Telangana has one in Hyderabad. Everyone with me? All right. Now, similarly, every state will have one ROC. So whatever has to happen in that entire state will be done by this daddy. Now, my only problem is, the only concern is, there are a few states in which there are two daddies. Example, Maharashtra. There's one in Pune, one in Mumbai. Why? I hope you realize Maharashtra is the financial capital of the country. There's a lot of work which happens there. All right. So in this case, I am currently, let's suppose, under the Pune Registrar of Companies. I want to change it to Mumbai ROC. Are you with me? Everyone understanding? Similarly, Tamil Nadu has two registrars, one in Coimbatore, the other one is in Chennai. The point is, now I want to move from one ROC to another ROC. Can I do so? Law says, no problem at all. Special resolution. Your daddy's daddy, which is your regional director. Are you understanding, everyone? All right. So for South, our regional director sits in Telangana, in Hyderabad. Are you understanding? So our grandfather, my daddy's daddy, ROC is reporting to the regional director. Regional director has to approve if I want to move from one ROC to another ROC. Crystal clear with the concept? Everyone understood? All right. And the last thing, alter your MOA. Why will the MOA be altered? Because earlier I was mentioning there is no clause on ROC. There is no clause in my entire MOA on ROC. But however, in the last line, we usually mention out of conservative process, who is my daddy also is usually mentioned. Is it coming from law? No, it is not coming from law. It is something that as a practice we do. So tomorrow, if I have to go ahead and change from one daddy to another daddy, then in that case, I have to mention in my MOA also that earlier it was Mumbai ROC, now it is going to be Pune ROC or Pune ROC to Mumbai ROC. Did you understand? Everybody understood this slide, Tanya? All right. So we are talking about a situation where we are altering from one ROC to another ROC. Sit straight, close your eyes. Sit straight, close your eyes. Follow it. There's a reason why we are doing something. You do it. That's it. Alteration of MOA. Name clause can be altered. Special resolution required. Central government approval required. Object clause can be altered. Special resolution required. Capital clause can be altered. Special resolution required. Liability clause can be altered. Special resolution required. Association clause cannot be altered because it is subscription clause. All right. First time members cannot change. State clause can be altered. 4 arrow marks under this. Within the city, board resolution. City to city, special resolution. State to state, special resolution plus central government approval plus a fresh certificate of incorporation and alteration of MOA. And the last one from one ROC to ROC, the other one is going to be RD approval or regional director approval and special resolution required. Crystal clear with the alteration of MOA. Everyone, open your eyes. A couple of you have slept or what? Close your eyes was to recall the topic. Sit straight, everyone. Understood whatever we have discussed so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, how many of you remember Vodafone advertisement? Long back. Hutch or Vodafone, I'm not sure. I think it was Vodafone itself. What was the advertisement? Anyone?
But follows the
Who is it? May I know who is it? Who is giving this answer?
Jenny Vatsal.
Vatsal, go ahead. What are you saying?
the bug follows the owner.
Do you remember? Okay, you might not remember by the name of the company, but at least do you remember there used to be one advertisement where the master walks and there is a dog following that master everywhere, indirectly to say our network is like this dog, it follows wherever you go. Somewhere Vodafone advertisement, if I'm not wrong. Beautiful advertisement. You have to look at advertisements in a very different sense. You'll start appreciating. Beautiful concept. They're saying, just like how the dog is following the master everywhere, our network will follow you everywhere. The same way, wherever there is special resolution, MGT 14 has to be filed parallelly there. Whenever there is a special resolution, you have to remember that form MGT 14 has to be filed there. Only then your answer is complete. So why is it important? I'll tell you. In your auditing, you have a couple of topics like audit of items of financial statements, which your faculty will take you through. Siddharth sir, right? All right. So Siddharth sir will take you through. Now the point is, there you have to mention auditor will review the resolutions. Auditor will review form MGT 14. All of that. Are you understanding? So it has to be there in your memory that wherever there is special resolution, open your eyes and ears and listen to me. Wherever there is special resolution, form MGT 14 has to be filed. Clear, everyone? Crystal clear with the concept? Yes. So this is alteration of MOA. Now let's go ahead with the next topic, which is alteration of AOA. Screen visible to everyone?
It's loading, sir.
All right. Now let's go ahead with the alteration of AOA. Whenever there is alteration of AOA, simple, pass a special resolution, and every resolution has to be mentioned to the ROC. You have to file that with the ROC within 15 days. Which form?
Form MGT.
MGT 14.
Has to be there at the tip of your tongue. Alteration of AOA, simple concept. Special resolution, file form MGT 14 within 15 days. 14 is the name of the form. Within 15 days, this has to be filed. Easy to remember. Clear, everyone? Understood? Can I continue? Yes.
Sir.
Can I continue? Next. Ready for questions now? Screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Section 16, rectification of name. Ready? Everyone? You'll have to pay attention on this topic or else you'll not understand head and tail. Sit straight, sit straight, sit straight. Please keep your cameras on and listen to me very carefully. All right. Yashasvi, Priya, there in the session?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yashasvi, please
Yes,
keep
sir.
your cameras on. Let's go ahead and understand the concept. Now, there is a concept, there is a section called section 16, which is talking about rectification of the name. How is it different? Just now we saw, no? Alteration of name. How do you think is rectification different? Anyone?
So
Just now we saw, guys. Just now we saw there is alteration of name, which we saw. Now we are talking about rectification of name. How do you think is different?
Any mistake,
Somebody
if
was
any
answering.
mistake,
Go ahead, Mufida.
if there are any mistakes in the name,
If there
we
is
are
any
going to
mistake in the name, interesting point.
we are
Anything
going to
else?
rectify.
That has to be rectified. Anything else? Anything else? Anyone wants to add?
Sir, rectification may be voluntary or involuntary.
Don't you think alteration should be voluntary or involuntary?
Alteration is usually voluntary.
Brilliant, Truti. That is the answer. Sit straight, everyone. Section 16 is shut up and change your name. No option. Section 13 is change your name if you want to. Did you understand the difference? I repeat. Section 13, just now we saw, right? Name clause alteration, pass a special resolution, central government approval will be given and you will go ahead and change your name, grow first to Blinkit. We saw an example. Now I'm talking about section 16. Section 16 says rectification of name. Asha, what is rectification? Mandatorily, you will have to change your name. There is no option. While in section 13, it was your option. You want, you change. If you don't want, don't change. Now, when will this come, sir? When will this happen? Where I have to change my name. That to rectify my name. Let's suppose Suhas was starting a company. He was half asleep and he started a company in the name of Adani Private Limited. Now, do you think Mota Bhai will keep quiet? What do you think? Do you think Adani will keep quiet? He has copied the name. Second thing, Aparna has gone ahead and started a company called as Maggi Private Limited. Do you think Nestle will keep quiet? I hope you know Maggi is a product of Nestle. Maggi is not the name of the company. Maggi is a product of Nestle. I hope I'm clear, everyone. Loud and clear? Yes. Now coming back to the point. Do you think Nestle will keep quiet? You've started a company called Maggi Private Limited. Chalega? Now in all of these situations, central government will send you an order, shut up and change your name. If you don't change, I will give you a name. Are you understanding? Everyone getting the point? All right. So Adani Private Limited, somebody might have gone ahead. Your name is identical to another company. They will not keep quiet. You will have to alter your name. Second thing, you have gone ahead and taken the name of somebody else's registered trademark. I hope you understand. Maggi is the registered trademark of Nestle. Now you have gone ahead and started a company and you've used the name of another company there. Do you think Nestle will keep quiet? No. They will make an application to central government asking them, please give them an order to change their name. Now Tilak says, sir, you keep yelling at the top of your voice. I will not change. Law says, no problem. You don't change. within the time frame that I have given, I will give you a name then. Crystal clear with the concept? Everyone understood what is section 16? Yes. Now let's go ahead and read the law. Boring? Sleepy?
No, sir.
Sir.
No, sir.
Case 1. Where in the opinion of the central government, your name is identical or resemble the name of another company, then central government will give the directions to the company to change your name. Company has to change their name within 3 months from such direction after passing an ordinary resolution. Why no special resolution? Anyone? Think logically. Why no special resolution?
Sir, because the vast shareholders number may be vast, you can't ask everyone to.
But shouldn't I ask? I'm changing the name of the company. Preeta? Think. Why only ordinary resolution? Why not special resolution here? When the big boss itself has passed an order, central government itself has passed an order to shut up and change, who are the shareholders to decide in that case? Are you understanding? That's why I'm not passing a special resolution. I'm passing an ordinary resolution. Making sense? Everyone understanding the logically making sense? All right. Now the question running in your mind then could be, sir, then why ordinary resolution also? Don't pass a resolution itself. If that is your question, I cannot change anything at my whims and fancies. I have to at least inform the members. How do I inform them? By passing a resolution. Clear? Everyone understanding the point? This is in case 1. Case 2. When an application is made by the registered proprietor of a trademark, Nestle filing a case against your company, against Aparna's company, because she has used Nestle Private Limited as the, or Maggie Private Limited as the name of her company. Now that is, Maggie is the registered proprietor, or Nestle is the registered proprietor of the trademark called Maggie. They will make an application to central government within 3 years of incorporation of the registration. And in the opinion of the central government, if it is identical, it may direct within 3 months, you have to go ahead and change the entire name with an ordinary resolution. Simple. Now I have only one problem. Aparna has been, Nagashri, Aparna has been carrying on, focus. Aparna has been carrying on the business in the name of Maggie Private Limited for 20 years. 20 years, Nestle was sleeping. Now, suddenly, Aparna's Maggie Private Limited has become world famous. Now, Nestle realized, now they want to go ahead, make an application to central government, ask central government to give an order asking Aparna to change the name of her company. Can Nestle do so?
No, sir. No, sir.
Why no?
No, sir.
Why no?
In 3 years.
They
of-
should file within 3 years.
Please note, within 3 years of incorporation, I have to go ahead and request central government to ask Aparna to change her name. 3 years from whose incorporation? Aparna or Nestle?
Aparna.
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 Very obvious. Very obvious. All right. It has to be 3 years from Aparna. Nestle got incorporated when your great grandfather was there. All right. It's a very old company, if you realize. So you can't ask them to change within 3 years from their incorporation. They can't time travel. I hope I'm clear. Pavna, understood? Now, in this case, you have to calculate 3 years from the incorporation of your company, not Nestle's company. Making sense? All right. I was in one of the corrections which are of our students. All right. I've seen that student write 3 years from incorporation of that proprietor. That means you're saying Nestle has to change their name or what? Or Nestle, within 3 years of Nestle's incorporation, they should foresee in future somebody is going to use my name. So I am going to ask central government today itself to pass an order that within 3 months, that person who has not been incorporated to change their name. What nonsense we write. Are you understanding such a small thing, but the kind of blunder we do in exams? And this happens in a hurry. This happens in rush. I hope I'm clear, everyone. Understood? Can I continue? Yes. This is about section 16. Section 17, copies of MOA and AOA to be given to every member. Now, we are almost on the verge of completing this chapter. Pay attention, simple topic. Let's suppose you're a member. You don't know how to download MOA, AOA from the website, from MCA portal and all of that. You need a copy. You've demanded. Is the company bound to give that copy to you? Can it say, no, go download if you want, I will not give it to you? If it is your company, you will do all this. All right. where you can say, no, if you want, go ahead, download. I'm not going to give it to you. Now, section 17 comes for me. Section 17 says, if a member is asking for a copy of MOA, AOA, or any other agreement and resolution, company shut up and give that copy to the member within 7 days of the request. So as within 7 days of the request, I have to go ahead and give the copy of whatever document the member has asked. Shreya says, sir, I will not give. What will happen? No problem. Nothing will happen. Company and every officer will be punishable with a fine of 1,000 rupees each day and can have up to 1 lakh rupees if you don't give a copy of member's request. If member is requesting MOA, shut up and give a copy of MOA. If you don't give, 1,000 rupees each day. In 10 days itself, your stipend will get covered. Making sense? Huge amount. Clear? Everyone understood the point? All right. So section 17 is to ensure that you give a copy of it. Section 18 now. Sit straight, everyone. You will answer this question. I'm not going to answer it. Sit straight, everyone. And you will answer the question because you understood the concepts, basics. Conversion of company under section 18. Pay attention, everyone. All right. Conversion of company under section 18. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Section 18 says, if you want to convert your company, go ahead and convert. I will give you the permission. I can convert a public company into private company into public company, section 8 company into a non-section 8 company, OPC into a public or private company to an OPC. All of these permutation combinations allowed. You tell me what is the procedure that I have to follow for each of this now one by one, because you know the law. You know the law now. You are going to answer this. Start. Case 1. If I have to convert a private company to public company, what should I do? Previous batch students, hold on. New batch students, answer. If I have to convert, it's a separate story. Even you don't know. I will ask questions in some time. Hold on. All right. Case 1. Private company to public company. What is the mechanism? Answer. I want to convert. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Somebody was answering. What should I do? Right, wrong, don't bother. Give your answers. We'll learn together. Who cares?
Is the number of members.
No, you'll have to raise your hand and answer. I heard 2 answers. Now no one will raise their hand. Answer, guys. Go ahead, Tanvita.
We have to increase the number of members from 2 to 7 members.
Brilliant. First thing that I have to do, if my member is less than 7, I have to increase it to 7. Next. Let's see how many of you can crack this. Next. Go ahead, Aparna.
Pass resolution.
Pass resolution. Very obvious. All right, I'm going to pass a special resolution. What else?
Remove the word private from the company name.
Brilliant. Your name changes. All right. What else? One of the basic points is missing. Go ahead, Mufida.
Public subscription.
No, public company does not mean that I have to go to public. It's my wish. I don't want to go to public. So public subscription is not mandatory.
The capital.
Again, there is no requirement for capital also. Earlier, there used to be. I can start business with 100 rupees if I want to. It's my wish.
Alteration of MOA.
What is the alteration in MOA? What will you alter in the MOA? Which clause will you alter?
Name.
Name
That
clause.
anyway you're doing it, right? Then anyway you're doing it. You've removed the word private. One simple point is missing here. Let's see how many of you crack this. I want to see. How many of you use your top floors?
Liability.
Sorry?
Liability.
Liability remains the same,
Liability.
no? Limited by shares itself. Nothing changes. Limited by shares itself. Not a single person.
Capital.
What's up with capital? Authorized capital will change? Is what you're trying to say? No, it may not. Anyone?
Sir,
Object.
Guys? Guys, think. Not a single person? Now, if you force me, then I'll have to ask the previous batch students. All right.
Association rules.
I'm sorry, Tanvita, what?
Association rules.
What will change in the association? Subscribers will increase. Very good point. From 2, my subscribers will change to 7. So it's not association rules, it's subscription clause or association clause which will change. Okay. Next. Who was it?
Objective clause.
Somebody just mentioned it. I just heard someone say it. Objective will remain the same. Objective will not change.
sir,
So there will be changes in certificate of incorporation.
Certificate of incorporation, you will get a new certificate of incorporation after the entire changes. By now, you should have realized you're missing out on something very basic.
SIN number.
SIN, you'll get a new SIN. Big deal.
Sir, alter AOA and file MGT14.
Again, you will do all of that. Fair enough. You'll alter your AOA also. What will you alter in your AOA? Which clause will you alter in your AOA? Nothing to be altered in AOA, right? Previous batch students. Go ahead.
Alter in AOA, removing the RLP conditions.
Aparna, if that was your answer, then you have missed out on mentioning RLP. Oh, somewhere this guy had taught us some couple of years back. Sit straight. For a private company, by its articles of association, there is a restriction, limitation, and prohibition. But is it there for a public company? Probably the first batch where I've not got this answer. Huh? Every batch students are clear, they'll give this answer. The first batch where I've not got this answer. Anyway, you might be thinking over and above what is required then. Section 2, clause 68 itself will change completely in this case. RLP, which is applicable only to a private company, has to be removed in your articles to ensure that you can go ahead and carry out all of those. Clear with the concept, everyone? Understood the point? Now, okay, now you answer the next question. If I want to convert the public company into a private company, what should I do? Answer.
Add RLP.
Simple as that. All right. You're right. Add RLP in your articles of association where you are going to include restriction, limitation, prohibition. What else? What else? Minimum number has to be
Minimum
reduced, right?
number needs to be reduced.
Has to be reduced. Correct? Slap yourself, whoever it was. How will I go ahead? Why will I reduce the minimum number? I am at 7. Should I reduce it to 2? Because I'm a private company? There is a minimum requirement. Maximum I can have up to 200. So I knew somebody will come up with this answer. Reduce the minimum number of members. Whoever it is, I hope you've got the answer conceptually clear. All right. You need not reduce the number of members. You are already meeting the minimum requirement. So you don't have to do anything with the members. Understood? Yes. What else? That's it. Next. If I have to convert a Section 8 company to any other kind of company, what should I do? Section 8 company to any other kind of company. What should I do? No answer at all. What is a Section 8 company?
a charitable
Form
organization.
for
A
charitable
company not for profits, which is only for charity. Now, if I want to convert such companies into any other kind of companies, what should I do?
Change in object.
Simple as
Check
that.
bounce.
Whoever it was, brilliant. All right, I'll have to change the objective. Next, if I want to convert an OPC into public company or private company, can I do so?
Sir, no, it can't be converted into public company.
It can't be converted into public company. Why?
Only one member.
So that's what I want to change. No, what should I do? OPC to private company. Chalo. OPC to private company. What should I do?
It is a private company.
It is already a private company. Somebody answered that. Brilliant. But do I have to change anything?
Number of members.
Number of members I will have to increase. What else will I have to change? Anyone? Think, guys. I can finish the entire topic in 10 minutes, but that is not the objective. You will not get used to thinking already because of all the possible tech around you. Your attention span is hardly seconds. Not
Remove
even
that
minutes.
OPC from your company.
Remove the word OPC from the company. Good point. Very good point. There is one more point missing.
Nominee clause.
Brilliant, Aparna. Nominee clause has to be removed from the MOA. Do you remember in your MOA you had mentioned Mr. X is going to be the nominee in case if anything happens to me? Now the moment I'm converting an OPC into a private company, nominee does not remain anymore. Clear, everyone? Understood? Yes. Next, if I have to convert a private company to OPC, can I do so? Answer is yes. How to do? What should I do? Add the nominee to the AOA. All right, I'll take the toughest one. Next. What else should I do?
Reduction in the number of members.
Reduction in the number of members. Very important. All right. My number of members were earlier 2. That gets reduced to 1. Are you understanding, everyone? Yes. The last thing is now. Listen to me very carefully. Section OPC to Section 8 company. I want to convert. What is the mechanism?
Cannot be converted.
Cannot be converted.
Sorry, why?
It's mentioned in the
It's
definition
not
of
allowed. It's not allowed. Simple as that. All right. OPCs cannot carry out Section 8 company work. We have discussed this when we were discussing your entire chapter on OPCs as well. Do you recall the topic? All right. Now let's go ahead and look at, is the screen visible to everyone? Yes, no,
Sir.
yes. All right. Let's go to your notes and read this topic thoroughly. Is the screen visible to everyone now?
No, sir.
No,
Not
sir.
All right. Just give me a moment. Let's read this entire topic once for all, and then we go to the next topic, which is deciding your father's career. Screen visible to everyone now?
OPC to public.
I'll come to it. I'll come to it. Whether OPC to public is possible or not, let's see that. Is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Let's take the first one. All right. See, whenever there is a conversion, 5 things will happen. A company which is already registered can convert itself into another company. But what all should I do? General answers, which should be there in all your answers. If somebody asks a question, these 5 points have to be there. What are the 5 points? First one, company, if it wants to convert, it can do so. MOA and AOA will change. You have to inform your daddy. Your daddy is going to issue a new certificate of incorporation. However, just because you have converted, your debts and liabilities will not change. Can I say, yesterday I was private company when I taken loan from you. Today I'm a public company, I'll not pay the loan. Will you be okay with it? I've converted myself. Nonsense. If that was the case, Vijay Mallya would have done all the conversions within 1 day of doing the fraud. Making sense, everyone? All right. So in this case, please note, this will not affect the liabilities, debts, and contracts. That will continue as is. Now let us go ahead one by one. We are going to see all the conversions. You will read wherever required. I will stop and explain. Start. Private to public.
Private to public, pass special resolution in general meeting for alteration of MOA and AOA to remove section 2 clause 68 conditions.
First point. Why? Because I'm converting a private company to public company. RLP has to be removed. Everyone with me? Priya, understanding? Next.
Ensure that there are minimum 7 subscribers and 3 directors.
Why
Delete-
7 subscribers? I've told you section 3 subsection 1. Every public company should have at least 7 members who will subscribe to the memorandum of association. We have seen that. All right. Next.
Delete the word private from its name. Such deletion does not require CG approval.
Very obvious. I don't have to take any separate approval for change in name because anyway, I'm taking a complete approval from the government and from the ROC for changes. Next.
After passing special resolution, file form MGT 14 with ROC within 30 days of passing resolution.
Simple. All right. Whenever I'm going ahead, I will have to inform the registrar. I will pass the special resolution and file the form MGT 14. Next.
File form INC 27 for conversion.
Whenever you're converting, you have to file a separate form called INC 27 with the registrar. Lastly, what happens?
If private company has contrary to 2 clause 68, it has to be compulsorily converted to public.
What is this compulsory? Anyone? What is this compulsory? What is this compulsory? Can
If
anyone
they have
explain?
overridden the RLP conditions, then
If
it's a
you have
compulsory.
gone ahead and if you've overridden the entire RLP condition, do you remember prohibition? I'd asked you not to go ahead to public and raise money. Anasa says, sir, I don't care. I will raise. No problem. You raise. You're not a private company anymore. You will be compulsorily converted into a public company. That's what we are talking about. Just giving an example. Similarly, RL, the other 2 conditions also, if you don't follow, you will be compulsorily converted into a public company. So far clear, everyone understood the topic? Yes. Next. In case of conversion of public to private, read.
Public to private, pass special resolution in general meeting, obtain
Next.
CG approval / NCLT.
What is the CG approval and / NCLT? I'm converting a public company to private company. So what is happening? I know there is a possibility of public money still being with the company. I don't want to take a chance. So first take the central government approval because you're a public case. Imagine your father has invested in Reliance. You've invested in Reliance. Suddenly Mukesh Ambani says, I want to convert my company into a private company. Your investment? Big question mark. Where will that go? Are you understanding the problem? That's exactly why the government is saying, you take my approval and take the NCLT approval also. What is NCLT? National Company Law Tribunal. It's the court for company law matters. Take their approval also. Clear, everyone? Understood? Next.
Alter AOA to include 2 clause 68 restrictions.
What should I do? I'm converting a public company to private. So I have to include section 2 clause 68 condition. What are section 2 clause 68 conditions?
RLP.
RLP. Understood, everyone? I have to bring in RLP because I'm converting into a private company. Next.
And prohibitions. Limit the number to 200. Add
Very
the
obvious. Add the word private. CG government CG approval is required only for conversion. You don't have to take a separate approval for changing the name or adding the word private. And the last one, no approval is required for the change in name. File MGT 14 within 30 days. File conversion form within 27 days. Clear, everyone? Understood? All right. MGT 14 has to be filed within 30 days, not 15 days, 30 days. MGT 14 has to be filed within 30 days. Remember. Next. Section 8, I want to convert into any other kind of company. Till yesterday, I had an objective of not doing anything for profit. Everything for charity. Today, I realized the world is not kind enough for me to do all this. I want to make profits now. Now, what will I do? Here comes section 18, which says, if you want to go ahead and do anything of this sort, pass a special resolution, not your daddy. This time, your granddaddy has to approve. Regional director has to approve if you're converting. Copy of INC 18 has to be given to your registrar. You're going to publish it in the newspaper that you're converting. Provide the declaration that no dividends are payable. So I'll tell you what people do. What are Section 8 companies? Companies which are for charity purposes. Okay. Listen to me very carefully. Let's suppose you've given some money. You've said, sir, go ahead, do some charity on my behalf. Chandana. So I will do the charity. You've given 10 crore rupees. I will do the charity of 1 crore. Happy? Are you happy? You've given 10 crores. I will do the charity of 1 crore. Is that okay?
No, sir.
Answer, guys. Is that okay with you?
No, sir.
Why no? What is the problem? I've done charity, no. What about 9 crores? What is happening to that? 9 crores, let's suppose I'm giving it to my members as dividend. Can I do so? Section 8 companies cannot declare dividend. You are not here for making profits. If you're giving dividend, that means you're here for profits. And if you make profits, or if you go ahead and declare dividend, then you will not remain a Section 8 company anymore. Crystal clear with the concept, everyone? All right. So now what companies do is, I'll give you a classic example. I've raised 10 crores from you like this. As a Section 8 company, I can't go ahead and declare dividend. So some smart idea somebody might have given, like you guys. All right. Why don't you convert your company into a private company and then declare dividend? Section 8 company can't declare dividend. Private company can, right? Are you understanding the problem? With me, everyone? Are you understanding what we are doing right now? I have raised money from public as charity for donation. I will use money of yours, whatever you've given. I have told you we'll go ahead, we'll help children, we'll go ahead, do something for the society at large. And I've raised some 100, 200 crores from you. I've spent 10% on all that so that you're happy. I can show that I've done something. 90% is still with me. As a Section 8 company, I can't declare dividend. But my members are asking, give me dividend. Now what will I do? I am converting a Section 8 company into a private company. How much money I have? Let's suppose it is 100 crores, 90 crores is with me. Now 90 crores, I will go ahead and declare dividend. Is it okay? Such a flawed mechanic it would be. If I do this, absolute rubbish. You can't do this. All right. That is exactly the next condition. Companies which are a Section 8 companies cannot go ahead and give any sort of dividend for whatever, whenever you are converting. Next, you have to take the approval from regulatory authorities. It could be income tax authorities or whoever it is. All right. Then you have to obtain a certificate from a CACS or CMA that you have not failed to file financial statement. MGT 14 has to be given, and ensure that you start using the word private or public based on your conversion. Whenever you convert, you can do it, but you can't declare dividend. OPC to public or private company, read one of you quick.
OPC to public or private, no special resolution is required as it is OPC.
Why a special resolution is not required for conversion?
Sir,
Only
only
one person, sir.
It's a one-person company. Will you slit 75% of that person and ask whether you're saying yes and the 25% of his body is saying no? Nonsense. And now we are laughing. I have seen students write all this nonsense. OPC special resolution has to be given. 1%, 75% of his body is saying yes, 25% is saying no. For God's sake, use your top floors when you're writing answers. Understood the point, everyone? All right. Read next. Now you're laughing. Just give me half an hour. Give me. I'll show it to you in some sessions. In few sessions, you will answer. You will give all this nonsense. All right. Hold on. I know my students. Next.
OPC has to be mandatorily converted if it ceases to be a small company, Section 2, Clause 85.
Very important. OPCs have to be small companies, mandatory. By mistake, if you're not a small company anymore, you're not an OPC anymore. Example, I'm an OPC with a turnover of 105 crores. Am I a small company?
No.
no, sir.
You're not an OPC also then. You started OPC thinking that I'm one person, I can't do too many things, so I will run a small business. Now, suddenly you don't remain small at all. You become big, then you're not going to be a OPC also. You convert yourself into another company. Very important pointer. Next.
Ensure minimum number.
What is minimum number in OPC?
One.
One.
Those of you saying one, slap yourself. There is no concept of minimum in case of OPC. There is only one. Did you understand? First thing. Second thing, what is the point here? When you want to convert into a public or private company, ensure that the minimum number of members are met. If I'm converting into a public company, can I convert an OPC into public? Yes. Then ensure that you have 7 members. If you are converting into private company, then ensure that minimum 2 members are there. Next.
Remove OPC from the name.
Simple. Next.
Alter AOA and MOA and give notice to ROC within 60 days in Form INC 5.
All right, you have to go ahead, alter your MOA and AOA, inform your registrar that I want to convert myself and give it in a form. And the last one, nominee details have to be removed from the MOA. Simple, everyone, understood? Yes. So this is about conversion of OPC to public company. The last one, private to OPC, quick.
Private to OPC, pass special resolution. Section 8 cannot become OPC. A private company to be a small company to become OPC. Ensure member is resident in India.
In India, ensure the member is resident in India. Why? Why should member be a resident in India? What is the topic that we are discussing? Private to OPC. And who can become a member in an OPC? Indian citizen, natural person, whether resident or not. Do you remember? All right, this is what we are trying to connect here. Next.
Alter MOA and AOA and add nominee name.
Why nominee name? Because I'm converting it into OPC. Next.
Obtain NOC from members and creditors.
Next.
File from INC 6 for conversion. Obtain declaration from directors. File form MGT 14.
It's not from INC 6. It has to be filed form INC 6. Obtain declaration and file MGT 14. This is about conversion. Next, one last topic, which I'm just going to give a quick passing reference. Who decided your career? Who decided your career that you should pursue CA?
Ourselves.
Ourselves. All right. Either it could be you or it could be your parents deciding for you. All right. Possible. No problem at all. How many of you sitting here has decided your parents' career? Anyone? Close to God people? Anyone sitting here who's decided their parents' career? Dad, I think you are a good chef. You should go ahead and become a chef. Dad, you're not at all a good chartered accountant. You should consider definitely becoming a company's employee itself. Dad, why don't you go ahead and do this? Anyone sitting here has done this? Mom, you're not really good at an engineering. You should consider doing something else. Anyone? Did they ask your permission when they were pursuing their CA, MBA, whatever they were doing?
No, sir.
This brings us to section 19, which talks about subsidiary cannot hold shares in the holding company. A subsidiary cannot control its parent. A parent can control its subsidiary, but subsidiary cannot control its parent. In detail, section 19 in the next class. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.